Welcome to Beers and Beards with Matt.
How's everybody doing? This is Matt, another edition of Beers and Beards with Matt. 2 reviews almost in 2 days, so kind of incredible for me. Well, 2 and 3 days, so give or take a few days. But I'm trying to get back on a roll here, and this is another edition of Beers and Beards. Like I said, trimmed the beard up a little bit, try to get it nice and good. Even comb my hair a little bit for this review too, because I'm going a little bit classy today, and I guess the beer is kind of classy. And because it's even wrapped in paper here. Now, this is from Liefmans, which is a brewery out of, it's a Belgian brewery made in Belgium. Now, I believe this is, it says something on here. Yeah, this is actually imported by Duval, and this is like a subsidiary of Duval. Everybody knows, pretty much, Duval is like, I don't want to say the Budweiser of like Belgian beers, but it kind of is. It's probably one of the most well-known Belgian importers, and kind of like an umbrella for a lot of Belgian beers. Now this is a Cuvee Brut, so this is essentially going to be, it's a blended beer. It's old and new, and it's going to have, from what it says on the label, a high cherry content. And I guess like the fact that you can unwrap it, it's like a present. So. Probably the first beer I've ever had to unwrap without getting it as like a Christmas gift or something like that, or birthday gift. So there you go. It's a pretty classy looking label, because plain white, but it's Liefmans, Cuvee Brut. This is a 6% alcohol by volume, and this is also a corked beer as well. So I'm going all out today. So now I'm anticipating this to be kind of a drier, sweet, tart type of. Now this is classified as a fruit beer also. It's not like a Flanders, or it's not like a Belgian beer or anything. It's just simply a fruit ale. So we're going to see what happens here. Now this is bottled in 2010, so perhaps, it's got some age to it a little bit. They say traditionally with this beer they age it about, year to 15 years, so. Ooh. There's my cork behind. Yes. See? I did it right that time. Definitely has the smell of a Flanders style. And I'm drinking this out of a very classy glass. What I like about this glass the most is the sound it makes. It's super loud. So that's another reason why I really like this glass a lot. Now this is a Rattenberg glass. Oh, getting kind of stuff everywhere. Now, yeah, this is pouring very much like a champagne, very effervescent, very fizzy, and this is brewed with cherries, or at least aged with cherries. It doesn't have like the bubbles don't go away right away, but it is very bubbly. It is very reminiscent of a champagne, like kind of a darker champagne too. Well, it has like a really deep cherry smell to it. So, smells like, it's almost like a black cherry, the smell of it. So, no further ado, cheers to you all, and thank you for sitting through another review with me. Ooh. Very dry, very dry champagne. But it has this nice kind of like cherry. Like a Swedish, not Swedish, a sweetish cherry, not overpoweringly sour or anything like that either. Like it has like a taste and a smell almost like cherry cough drops. To put it in a relative term, a relative kind of like idea. But it is rather good. The cherry smell could potentially be a little off-putting after a while, but It is rather good. It's not too sour, not too sweet. It's got a really good balance of it. I mean, instead of like a fruit ale, I mean, well, it's not even as sweet as a lambic either. It's like got the good and the, it's got the best of both worlds, and with the blending, you know, old and new ales, you know, it has a very delicate balance. It's kind of, it's full flavored at the same time. It's kind of sweet, kind of sour. It's got a lot going for it right now. I must admit the smell is starting to become a little off-putting. It's just kind of like, it's got a kind of a sickeningly sweet smell, to almost too much cherry to it. But the beer, or the ale, or fruit ale, whatever you want to call it, still has a very nice taste. It's not too overpowering. That was a good one. There's another one for the compilation. And this is a pretty big bottle. This is another one of those 25 ounces. So I will not be drinking all of this right now. So, and it says on the actual crown cork, you can tell when it's goodbye. I'm sure I just got this probably about 5 days ago or something like that. So, you know, this is something that you can age. It's already aged, but you can age it even further if you care to do that. So let's finish off my glass, because I haven't really finished off a glass of beer in a review in quite a while. But you know, this is something you can serve. You know, it's an after dinner type of beer, like an aperitif at the very end. But it's good. It's smooth. Definitely tastes kind of the silk. It's like kind of a silkiness from the malts and everything. It's definitely not hoppy at all. See, now it's almost smelling like Flintstone vitamins now too. So I'm just trying to put it into a perspective. So. I'm definitely getting some dryness now to it, though. I mean, it is kind of warming up a little bit, but not like a lot or anything. But you are definitely getting a drier champagne taste once you start getting into drinking this actual beer. But there's some other stuff going on. There's some like lemon zest. There's some orange zest to it too. Some lime. Got a lot of citrus notes to it, adding with the already prevalent cherry taste of it. But it's a good. I mean, it is a fruit beer, so it does taste fruity. And it's quite good. I mean, it's something I would probably get again. You know. And this wasn't, I don't think, that expensive. I think it was only about $8 or $9, $8.99 or something like that, or $7.99. So, being a cuvee and being imported as well, it's really not that expensive as you would probably think it would be. And it's bordering that Flanders style that I really, really like. So that's about it. Not done with the beer, but the one glass I did have, quite good. I have to give this 2 thumbs up. I liked it a whole lot. It was reminiscent of the Flanders style that I enjoy so much, but it had a little bit more to it. It wasn't too sour, it wasn't too sweet. It had a nice champagne body to it. The effervescence wasn't too overbearing. It wasn't like, you know, drinking a soda where it's like so bubbly that you really have to take your time. You could, you know, by all means take your time and enjoy this. It's very nice to have as after dinner, or even to celebrate with. It's almost like a champagne. If somebody doesn't like champagne, they may like this as a alternative. So quite good. Once again, this is Liefmans Cuvee Brut. You should be able to find this in generally any of any beer store or liquor store, I don't think it's that rare or anything like that. If it's down here in Florida, it has to be in other places as well, you know, without a doubt. So that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the review. And you know, look out. Check me out on Facebook. If you're at Facebook, it's search Beers and Beards with Matt. Become a friend or like the page. I upload photos of beers that I'm drinking, and I try to put the reviews on there as well. So if you're not like on YouTube, you can always go to Facebook and check out Beers and Beards with Matt. So that's about it. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you in the next review.